I'm talking about cockatoos, how they're the secret speaking English to all animals. My son Vince, when I was in hospital, got me a cockatoo feather, right? And then a couple of weeks later, he got me a crow feather. He knows I'm good and evil in one, and he loves me absolutely.
But a crow's not evil.
No, black and white, the yin yang.
Oh, okay.
You know, black is meant to be dark, the dark side.
Yeah. So why you
I do have the dark side in me, but I've learnt to harness it.
But why do you say the cockatoos, the connection between...
Because they can speak good English. You can teach them 300 words or some shit.
Yeah.
They start talking to the other animals.
You know how long they live?
125 years.
No,
they speak a 300 language. They speak 30 words per minute, which is nothing. They've got nothing.
But
on a set out of 10.
But they can. You can tame them.
Hugh, his mum's got a cockatoo that's 170 years old. It was her great grandfather's.
But you can tame them, man.
It doesn't have long to live now. Yeah. But
I'm going to tell this story. So I was at my mate Ben Murphy's house in Hazelbrook. There was 20 to 30 cockatoos in the tree. I started going, hello, hello, hello. And this cockatoo came down on a bench about as far away as he is. And it fucking goes, ah, 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 threatening me. And I tried to talk it down peacefully. And then, no. And then I went, yeah, come on. And it ran off. There's something going on between the animals and humans right now. Yeah. You look at all the people coming friends with bears, fucking crocodiles, lions, snakes. We're taming the animals, and we need to do it more because we can all live in peace. But first, we need to be vegan. Like Jehovah's Witnesses, even though they think that all the animals and all the people can live in peace and harmony on Earth, which is what I'm trying to create, which I know can happen. Anyway, they're not even vegan. They think you can be friends with animals and eat them at the same time. You can't. You have to not eat them.
Sydney's old brother Cocky was a legend at 120. The oldest one they've heard of is 120.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah.
But, well, maybe he might be exaggerating, but, that's what he told me. And he's never lied to me, ever. He's one of those old school guys. He's older than us. He's, 50.
Yeah.
Old school farmer.
I know. Yeah. Beautiful, that you should pay a visit to that farm.
Yeah.
But don't you recommend, if we start talking to cockatoos, and they start talking to other birds and other animals, you can train a kangaroo. I bet you there's got to be, look it up right now, look up pet kangaroos. I bet you they're finding out that kangaroos are as smart as dogs.
You know the best way to communicate with an animal when you don't know their language is with your positive energy.
Yeah.
And it's easy to communicate. You don't have to say it in words. They can read you.
Tonality. Yeah. They hear tone.
Yeah.
If you went, oi cunt, they think it's in trouble. If you went, hey, good boy, good girl.
No, but they can pick up if you're stressed, upset, anything like that. But if you're in a happy mood, horses will come to you. If you're upset or a bit aggro and that, horses will go the fuck away from you. And if they can pick something wrong up in you that they don't like, they'll bite you too.
Alright, to add to Peter's comment, the reason why animals can pick up on energy fields is because they're present 100% of the time, every second. And that's what I'm saying I've got. I've got self-realization. I'm Buddha in that I'm living every second in real life. Every second. Whether I'm intoxicated or not. I'm living in the present all the time. And it makes time take a long time. And it's pleasant. It's between 5.3 out of 10 and lately 7.6 out of 10, which is good, which is a fucking good level to be.
Come from?
I just made them up. 5.3 is my minimum Buddha. Buddha wasn't 5.0. He wasn't 5.0. He wasn't impartial to everything. He was slightly above average at everything, and he enjoyed it.
That's just a number. Right?
I came up with the equal attribute complex when I was 17.
Yeah.
And I decided to be a minimalist. I got rid of my bed. I slept on blankets on the ground.
Yeah, so did Michael. Michael did that.
Yeah.
He went around Australia and went full minimal.
Yeah.
Gave all his shit to me and came back and he's like, oh,
Because-
where's my stuff? And I gave it back to him.
Because back to scales and back to numbers and mathematics, because I decided that if you can live your life at a 2 out of 10 and get used to that and make that a 5, that gives so much more room to have plus in your life and so little less to have negative.
But you don't need numbers to do that. You just have to be happy and enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, it's more of a feeling.
Get out of that box, like out of that routine thing that you're doing all the time.
But Peter, you can quantify.
And you don't have to do
You can quantify your feeling in numbers.
Embrace life.
Peter, how do you feel out of 10? How do you feel out of 10 right now?
Me out of 10? Oh,
Right now.
pretty close. I've got no pain. I'm hanging out with really good mates tonight, having a real good time. So I'd probably go 10 out of 10. I'd go.
Adam,
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm about, because they said that, I'm about an 8. This is pretty cool.
I'm honest, I'm 10 out of 10 at the moment. Straight
10
out.
out of 10, mate. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
I've got everything I need. If I died right now, I'd still be happy.
Yeah, so look, we're obviously having a good time.
hang
We
out,
just
having a
like,
good time with mates.
look, we've been smoking weed,
No, don't.
or whatever. We've been smoking weed, we've been drinking beer, and it's fucking cool. And we're connecting. And this man, I've only known for 4 weeks.
What's up, cunts?
And this man I've known since I was 7. And the man over there talking to a girl on the phone, he's been talking to her all night, he's been going really well. I've known him for 1 or 2 years, worked with him. Yeah. Anyway, that's about 7.5 minutes. It's probably a bit long, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't go too much more. You can, unless you've got a little bit to say at the end.
Anyway, stay tuned. Me and Pete,
We're going on the road trip.
we're going on a road trip. I know every day we're going to come across awesome people and party with them. Whether we're partying or working out and eating healthy, we're going to be connecting on a deep level with strangers. And that's my whole message, man.
And you're going to see it.
Strangers are friends you haven't met
Stay
yet.
tuned.
Strangers are friends you haven't met yet.
Subscribe.
Understand that.